So maybe you already own a PreSonus Faderport 8 or plan to buy one in the future. Well, I've got some news for you. There's a way to really transform the utilization of that control surface in your studio, not only to put it in a way that makes it ergonomic to where you can see everything and everything is very crystal clear, but it adds a beauty to your studio that you wouldn't ordinarily have. So that's what I'm going to talk about with you today. So how did I get started with all of this? Well, I'm a Softube Console 1 user. I love that control surface for controlling the various plugins within Softube's domain, as well as other third-party vendors out there as well. And I'm also a woodworker. I've got a pretty nice wood shop out in my detached garage. And so one day I just made some custom enclosures for that unit. Then all of a sudden, via my YouTube channel, people start seeing it and say, hey, Barry, where do I get that? Where do I get that? And I thought, well, let me just try and make some of these and sell them and just maybe have to create a little small little side business. Well, that took off pretty fast. And so I've had 3 or 4 different versions of that. They're available on my website at www.artisanwoodshed.com. Then from there, PreSonus sent me a Faderport 16 to evaluate. That video will be out in a few days. I've already shot it. I've just got to edit it. And that'll give my opinion on that particular unit. Then I said, well, I've got the unit here. I might as well go ahead and make something for that. And then I did that. And you can see some pictures of what I did with the PreSonus Faderport 16. Well, that really took off. Caught me by storm. I mean, those things started flying off the shelf. I could not make them fast enough. So I decided to go ahead and buy, and I ordered and purchased a Faderport 8. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You can see this right here in the background back here. And what is this? Well, this is the ability to mount this thing in a very beautiful enclosure, as you can see here, as well as put it at an ergonomic viewpoint, not only visually, but also touch tile-wise. This is a 15-degree angle. For me, that is the absolute perfect angle. I can look and I can see everything on the front of the unit, no problem. Want to control my plugins or want to control my sends or all the various things that you can do with this control surface. Now it's easy to see them. A lot of people would give me feedback, well, I've just been propping mine up. You know, what I'll call redneck engineering. You know, not to calling you a redneck, but hey, I am from Kentucky. So anyway, so they would just prop them up. So I said, okay, I can do that too. So let me go in and create and design this thing. And I've been working super hard on it. And today is the day that I roll these out on the website. You can go to www.artisanwoodshed.com and purchase one of these units. Now, for the record, for right now, these units are made to order. From the time you place your order until the time it ships will be within 10 days. Maybe sooner, but roughly within 10 days. And I can be able to get that out to you. You'll see you have various options in there. So let's talk about the different woods I work with. So the pictures you're going to look at are not necessarily of the Faderport 8, they're the Faderport 16, but I show you that as a reference as far as wood is concerned. So one of the first ones that I work with and I love a lot is sapele. That is really a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wood that I find personally very, very attractive. And then of course you can go on to walnut. Walnut's an established wood form as far as everybody knows what walnut is, and it is absolutely beautiful. As well as maple. I will work with maple, and you can see one here as an example. Now, that little dish out in the top of it, you can either have that or not have that. It was just something I was playing around with and trying to see if I like that as well. But you can order in maple. Next up is Padauk. Padauk is absolutely beautiful. It's one of probably the top sellers of all the wood pieces I get. Usually it's between sapele and Padauk so far. And so those two are also absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And I've recently started working with monkey pot, and you can see an example of that here. So lots of different styles. Now, every once in a while, I'll do some one-off things and do them with various woods put together and things like that. So anyway, when you go on the website, you can just select that and you get to choose and drop down and select the wood that you'd like them made with, and you can order from there. So if you've been waiting for something like that, you can go to www.artisanwoodshed.com. Now, if you haven't purchased your Faderport 8 or Faderport 16 or Console 1 system, If you haven't purchased any of those yet, well, I also have a relationship with Sweetwater where I'm part of their affiliate program. If you watch my channel, you know I do not take sponsorships of any kind. When I give you an opinion on something, it's going to be my honest opinion that has no outside influence whatsoever. I will never take those. So how do I make a little money? Well, I do it with my affiliate links as well as this side business I've got making these beautiful enclosures. That's how I make money doing this. So there's a link down below in the description. If you click that link, whatever you put in your cart from $20 to $20,000 and beyond, I will get a tiny cut. I also have a link to Thomann over in Germany, which really services all of Europe. So if you click that link, use that, same thing. I get a small piece of it. So today is the rollout of the new Faderport 8. The PreSonus Faderport 16 came out about a couple of weeks ago. And of course, I've had the Console 1 system, both for the MK3 in the Console 1 and then the MK3 in the Fader. And I got various options on the website for those as well. Again, go to www.artisanwoodshed.com and you can see the examples of all the various pieces that I offer. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find this news as exciting as I do. Have a great day. Bye-bye.